Alright, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between the HOMES Brewery, and they're out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Tripping Animals Brewing Company, and they're out of Doral, Florida. And this is their LIMONADA of the Depths. So they're calling this one a fruited sour that is blended with lemon, honey, white peach, watermelon, blackberry, and blueberry. Comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. This can is approximately 7.5 months old. I'm going to give a huge thanks. Shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Jeff, aka NoJinx, for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies he hooked me up with. He hooked me up with a bunch of different HOMES fruited sours. This is one of them, and I'm super excited because it is a collaboration with Tripping Animals, which I've had no beers from Tripping Animals. I know a lot of my fellow beer tubers and friends have had their stuff. We don't really get distro here in the West New York area. I think we had like one drop of them, and it came and went. Didn't get any. So at some point, I'll try out some Tripping Animals stuff. But what I'm really excited about is the adjunct list here. Now, when it comes to these heavily fruited sours and smoothie sours, I've had a lot of different ones over the years. I've reviewed a ton. But I don't think I've ever had an adjunct list like this. Lemon, honey, white peach, watermelon, blackberry, and blueberry. The first four in conjunction, it just sounds interesting. I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, blackberry and blueberry, sure. I feel like the blackberry and blueberry might dominate a bit, probably take over the color, but I'm curious to see how these work together. Now, are they going for limonada, which is basically like... it's more or less lemonade or limeade. You can make it with lemons, or limes very akin to just regular lemonade. I don't know, because they do have lemon and honey. That makes sense, but watermelon and white peach and the berries and stuff, I don't know. It's all over the place. Anyway, I had this one upside down in my fridge, so hopefully everything is all good and mixed together, but I will pour the vast majority of this in the glass, assuming that the head does not build to the point where, I can't, but I should be fine here. Yeah. We'll get the entire thing. That smells wild. It doesn't smell like, you can see the color of it, and it doesn't necessarily smell like it looks. So it's fizzing away the head. So yeah, we'll do a little bit of a swirl here, as you can see the pectin. So yeah, that has this just really deep, like, I'd say like a very deep dark red into like a purple. It's probably gonna look more purple on camera, but in person, it's not like straight on purple. You know what I mean? But it's murky. You can't see through it. Super turbid. Had about a finger of like a pinkish looking head that is now displayed to a thin film. It's left the remnants of the pectin and the fruit puree and everything. So yeah, it kind of looks like what I expected based on the two berries that are in here. So let's get a nose. It just smells just completely different than what it looks like. Just because, I don't know, I feel like I smell this and I should, oh, sweet berries or something, right? No, not really. I'm getting a huge blast of the lemon. Like, it has a very like firm lemon sourness in the nose, like a tart, almost sour lemon. But yeah, I'm getting like lemonade kind of kick to it. There's a sweetness that I can't really distinguish, like for one of the ingredients other than honey. It has to be honey. I'm not saying it necessarily smells like honey. Just has a sweetness that is kind of different. I'm not picking up on the watermelon. I'm getting more blackberry than blueberry. So I'm getting lemon, I'm getting honey, and I'm getting blackberry. So this is like a blackberry, lemon, honey kind of feel to it. It smells, again, I can't say this enough. It's so different. It's unique to what these beers are typically. And I just go back and I'm just hit with like freshly squeezed like lemon, or even into like a nice like homemade lemonade. It smells super refreshing. Despite how it looks, it just smells super refreshing. This is something, they released this one back in June of last year, 2022. This is a perfect release for like the end of spring, getting into the summer, like 100%. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Jeff. Wow. This is delicious. This reminds me, and I'll always get this if I go out to eat somewhere, whether like it's a local place, or maybe if like a fast food restaurant has like a fruited lemonade. If you have a berry lemonade, whether it's strawberry lemonade, blueberry lemonade, maybe blackberry lemonade, I'll totally get that because it's delicious. I love lemonade, and then you throw in those like fresh berries. Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame. This is like a blueberry lemonade in a smoothie form, and it's delicious. Like, I don't know what else to say. That it's very simplistic. It's weird because I was getting blackberry more, and the smell, it tastes more blueberry. So this is thick, but not like crazy thick. This is like low to medium full body. So it's not over the top for what these are supposed to be. And I like that because I think it enhances the drinkability and the refreshing nature of this beer. The mouthfeel, while it's smooth and creamy because of the puree, it does have a decent carbonation to it. It's like mild to moderately carbonated, which is nice. So it's almost like a sparkling blueberry lemonade is what I'm drinking, but in smoothie beer form, smoothie sour beer form. So the body I like, mouthfeel is really nice as well. The taste, I'm not gonna sit here and run through 7,000 different tasting notes. There's 6 different adjuncts in here, and I'm more or less tasting 2 of them, maybe a third if you want to say the honey's adding that sweetness. But right at the forefront, passing through, it's blueberry, it's lemon, and there's a nice sweetness. It could be from the fruit puree, it could be from the honey itself, whatever the case may be. It reminds me of a blueberry lemonade on the palate. What's beautiful is up front, you get the sweetness from the blueberries and probably that honey, and maybe even the blackberries and the white peach and whatnot. But as it passes through, that dissipates and you start to get a tartness that ramps up to like a firm sourness. It is somewhat puckering on the back of my jaw. Like the first sip was kind of like a shock to the palate. I'm getting acclimated, but it's still there to some degree, and I do appreciate that quite a bit. It has a nice semi to full-on dry kind of finish. No bitterness whatsoever to be found in this one. But what I like is that while it's sweet up front, that dryness and that firm sourness really balance it out to some degree. It's still, sweet and more of like a dessert kind of beer, but it's not really a dessert or a pastry beer. It's just a bit sweeter. There is a slight acidity on the back of the throat. I don't think I'm gonna get heartburn from this, even though there's lemon in here, and I was thinking, and plus those berries and the white peach and everything. It's not that acidic. It's more sour than it is acidic, and I do enjoy that. 6%, you can't tell. This is fucking delicious. That's what this is. So I'm bummed out that I don't taste the white peach. Love white peach and the watermelon. But I'll be honest with you, it's a weird combo of adjuncts and fruits and whatnot. Like, you look at that and go, lemon, honey, white peach, watermelon, blackberry, and blueberry? What the hell? Like, it's weird, but it works. And I think it works because you're really not tasting more than half of them. At least I'm not. So this is quite tasty. I'm happy that Jeff sent me 2 cans of this. Accidentally, he sent me 2 cans and he was very upset. He's like, I didn't want to send you a double. I wanted to send you something else. So I'm going to send you another beer mail. And then he sent me another beer mail with 3 more beers from Homes, which is awesome. But I might bring the other one of these cans when I hang out with some friends and share it with them, because this is drinking extremely well and I think they would probably appreciate it. So, Limonada of the Depths from Homes and Tripping Animals. I am going to give this a very high 4.5 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.6 out of 5. I think that's where this beer lands. It's really nice, 6%. I wish I had this for the summer. Maybe I'll save the other can for the summer. But I understand why they released this one for the summertime, because this screams summertime to me, and it reminds me of drinking just a really good blueberry lemonade from like homemade or from like a local place that has freshly squeezed lemonade. Price point availability, $24 a 4-pack, kind of the going rate, $24, $25 a 4-pack for these type of beers. So if that's too expensive for you, I get it. But at the same time, that's like the market value. So it is what it is. And availability, pretty sure they're only at Homes. And Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, thanks again to Jeff for this one. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. If you've had this one before, or anything within their Deep Depth series, or any kind of heavily fruited sour beer from Homes, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about them, because I think they're doing some really good stuff, and Homes is known by like craft beer nerds like myself, Jeff, and so many others that watch the channel, but like they don't get some of the hype, at least outside of Michigan, that a lot of the other, like the 450 Norths and the Mortalises and the Imprints, and I think a lot of their stuff is on their level, if not better to some degree. So I don't know. I'm loving the Home stuff. Thanks again to Jeff. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.